Alright gentlemen, these videos are no holds barred. This is the exact advice I would give to anyone asking me for help with cooking and nutrition. Nothing is kept secret and nothing is omitted. For this reason, if you find that this video or any of my others in the past have helped you in any way, please do me a humongous favor. Scroll down in the description, click on the first link there. It's going to be my online course, which compiles all this knowledge about cooking and nutrition. It's going now for an exclusive pre-sale price. Thank you very much for your time, and let's get started. Gentlemen, nothing hits quite like a white people taco. I was not in a good mental state when I made this recipe, as you can see by the fucking falling plastic whatever. Holy, this is disorganized. Anyways, I still managed to make a very tasty and very fun recipe, even if it doesn't look like that on camera. So let me show you how I made it. So, pretty much just bell pepper and onion, green bell pepper and onion, because this is a weeknight meal. This is super quick, super simple. The actual video recording is like fucking 15 minutes, and it was paused a little bit, so it can't have taken more than like 25 minutes to make this recipe. So, to make this white person taco, but to make it as nice as possible, we're going to be using good quality ingredients, and we're going to be making nice garnishes. So we're going to be chopping these onions and bell peppers up relatively uniformly, dicing them up like so, lengthwise once and then crosswise once, you know the deal. So after we're nicely done fucking wiping our knife off, our Dalstrong 9.5-inch chef knife off, we're going to be putting these into a cast iron pan, because cast iron is very cool and based. And we're going to be putting in some olive oil to avoid death by seed oils. Once this is heated up, we're going to be putting them into the pan, sauteing them for a little bit. We don't want to cook the water out of them, actually. We want to saute them pretty well. So we're going to add some salt, pepper, garlic powder. Once that's done, a little bit more oil. And then we're going to be trying to scrape them to the side to make room for our tortilla, our tortilla, which is going to be put into our very nice epic white person taco. But before that, we're going to put in like fucking 2 ounces of leftover ribeye steak. I refuse to, there's like fatty pieces of meat that are still edible and good, and then they're just like pure silver skin shittery. I refuse to put in the silver skin shittery, and since I ate a full steak of this, this is how much I put in, which ended up still being a very, very good portion. So I'm also putting in what looks like a little bit of garlic towards the end, as always, so it doesn't burn, because it doesn't have as much water as the onion. Now we're going to be, after those ingredients are heated through, toasted, caramelized, whatever else, fucking burnt slightly, we're going to be dragging them to the side. You can see from the smoke that the pan is nice and hot. We're going to be putting in our gluten-free tortilla. I know, fucking anyone with a single bit of Hispanic heritage, please roast me in the comments for this. But I was trying like a thing for celiac, so I was trying to go relatively low carb, or like relatively low gluten. So I had a gluten-free tortilla here, which I'm just going to be warming through on one side, because holy fuck, they break easily. Then we're going to be scooping out our very, very beautiful ingredients. And I know it doesn't look that good right now, but please watch this, because after the garnish, I think this is going to look genuinely wonderful. So you see there, we're going to be putting on some tomatoes, some sliced cherry tomatoes of various colors, which is going to add a very nice bright pop. Some green could be used, but other than that, I'm pretty sure this was like, some more green could be used to make it bright, maybe a sauce. But other than that, this ended up being an amazing and refreshing weeknight meal. So other than the tomatoes, we're going to be salting them, obviously, because salt your tomatoes. I may have forgotten to salt them here, but please do that. Or I don't know if I did, actually. I probably did. So other than that, we're going to be putting on some sour cream, lemon juice, because we want to make our own sort of vinaigrette, like a salad, even if it's just tomatoes. There are vegetables in there, so we want to be making like a vinaigrette. See, there goes the salt. So lemon juice, I know for a fact I put in some olive oil, and I know for a fact that I put in some pepper, as well as the sour cream. So this is a very, very nice, super simple weeknight meal that looks like it could be sold for fucking $10 at least in some posh restaurant, because it has a bunch of colors, a bunch of vegetables, a bunch of different ingredients, and it's very good for you, and it's very tasty, and it was made from good quality ingredients. Now, the taco aspect of it, honestly, I kind of wrapped it up, not exactly in a taco shape, but the tortilla size is such that it warrants being called a taco. So this one was very delicious. Gobbled that one up along with one more, because there was more ingredients left in the pan of the steak and onions and pepper saute. But another one that I tried is kind of like a loaded baked potato that you'll be seeing after this. So this looks like very nice, maybe Mediterranean even, the way that it looks. It looks very nice. Maybe like even a, what do they call it? Caprese. One of those burrata things. Obviously, this is just sour cream, cherry tomatoes, olive oil, so it's not exactly the same thing. but it looks like that, and it gave the same vibe, and it was very refreshing and very tasty. Now here comes the fully loaded baked potato one, which was just an experiment. It looks a little bit like that, it looks a little bit shitty, but it's actually really tasty. So just a bunch of cooked potatoes. I don't know if these were boiled or baked. Honestly, don't get too fussy about boiling certain foods. Certain foods it works well. Here's some cheese that I didn't melt that I probably should have melted since this is going on the internet, but trust me, it still ended up being good, and I was very hungry at this time. But this is the type of thing that I'm trying to take the time to do the finesse with. But this time I unfortunately didn't, so here's a lesson from me. Go melt the cheese. I put some sour cream on top of that as well, and then I topped that with some salt, pepper. Very nice. It's super simple, super quick, but you can whip it up in fucking like 3 seconds, and it gives you fuel for a weeknight, so you can go tackle the following day, however, whatever that means for you. Thank you very much for watching this. Hopefully you enjoyed these very quick recipes. And remember, you may not have a lot of time in this world, but you do have enough. Thank you very much. Peace.